Okay, screw it. I'm going to put my 2 cents in. First of all, I don't think fat people are as pissed off about this as people think we are. We're just tired, man. We've seen this story time and time again. Anytime we get fat representation in international media, eventually they succumb to the peer pressure and they lose all the weight. Every single bloody time. And then they proceed with their media frenzy that if you just believe in yourself, you can do it. Pretty sure it was the 14 grand she spent on a 2-week stay so that professionals can analyse her diet. Or the money she spent on a personal trainer. And I'm not annoyed at Rebel. If this is something she wanted for herself, then good on her. But she even said the real reason for her transformation is because she felt like she needed to in order to be taken seriously. She gave up. The only serious fat representation we have in mainstream media is based around weight loss. Otherwise, we're the comic relief. She put on weight to further her career in comedy. And now that she wants to go down a different route, rather than fighting the good fight, she gave up.
Losing weight after being fat your whole life is not giving up. I don't know who told you that losing weight was the easy route out of obesity, but they were lying. Rebel also said she was bettering herself because of her weight loss, but she didn't say anyone else had to lose weight. Just that they can improve themselves, which people always can. And who cares if her money made the weight loss easier for her? It's her life and she can improve it however she wants. And if you are upset that fat celebrities are losing weight, just stop idolizing them for their size. That's a quick fix for you right there.
Yep, here it is. Oh, that girl's getting a lot of laughs, a lot easier than me. What is it? I think it's because she's fatter. How can I get more laughs? Maybe if I was a bit fatter. And then suddenly I was fatter and doing comedy. So I'm just going to mass reply to all of the repetitive negative comments I've been getting in this video so I don't have to keep going back and forth with these people. So one of the comments is that she's always been fat or she has a thyroid condition that made her gain weight. First of all, she has not always been fat. She's always been slightly chubby and her body's been like what some people would consider not proportionate or like awkward. So I feel like that can play tricks on you. But I found headshots from before she was famous, like portfolio photos or whatever. And she was maybe a size 14, much smaller than she was during the Fat Amy era. So no. And then the fellow fat people that have been commenting saying like, well, I'm fat and I don't care. Why do you care? It's her body, blah, 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 blah. I don't care that she lost weight. I don't give a shit that she lost weight. People lose weight to pander to the masses every day. I don't give a shit. Is losing weight solely for appearance fatphobic? Yes, it is, but that's a video for another day. The problem that I have is that she built her career on the backs of fat people, specifically fat women, evidenced by the clothing line she came out with just for plus size women because she knew she'd make money off of it because that was her target audience. She used the fat experience and negative fat stereotypes and fat tropes to build a career, make a name for herself, make money. And once she was done with that, she decided to publicly announce that being fat was a bad thing. Now she's bettering herself, implying that it wasn't good when she was fat. And that's the issue. You can't build your career on the backs of fat people and the fat experience and make a bunch of money off of it and get famous off of it and then shit on it. If she would have lost weight and been like, yeah, I just lost weight because it was a personal choice and I'm still the same great person I was when I was fat, blah, 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 that would be a different story. It's the issue that she's framing it as she's somehow better now and it's not too late to change or whatever the she's saying. Like, that's the issue. I don't care that she lost weight. Nobody cares that she lost weight. We care about the way that she is framing it and putting being fat in a negative light when she literally built a fortune and a career and fame off of it.
Point number 1, she was only a size 14 before gaining weight. Yes, Rebel gained weight for her career, but a size 14 is still not small by any means. If she gained a few more sizes to further her career, who cares? She was one of the lucky people that could profit off of being overweight. Good for her. Point number 2, she said she improved herself by losing weight, which implies she thought she was bad before. Someone saying that they are a better person than they were yesterday, or last week, or last year, does not mean they think they were a bad person then. It just means they believe they're better now. I personally think I'm a better person now than I was 3 years ago, but I don't think I was a bad person then, just less mature than I am now. So I don't know where you get the idea that Rebel hated herself when she was fat solely from the fact that she said she improved herself by losing weight. And let's take the weight loss out of this entire equation for a moment. If Rebel believes she is an improved person now, for whatever reason, who are we to tell her she's wrong? We don't know her. If you, as a random commoner, with no insight into this woman's life, say that it's wrong for her to tell the world that she improved herself, then I have to believe that your ill-informed thoughts were formed on the basis of deep-seated jealousy that you don't seem to know how to cope with.
I'm a firm believer in you can't pay your bills with other people's opinions. I know I've tried. But for whatever reason, this really bothered me. This article just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. She literally said another actress who she thought was equally as talented, who knows the other actress, she doesn't name her, but could have been more talented, but said that she basically is only getting parts because she's fatter. How can I get more laughs? Maybe if I'm a bit fatter. And then suddenly I was fatter and doing comedy. As a heavy woman, I have more to offer in life than just laughs. I often joke about stuff to deflect, and because I have some social anxieties. I'm glad gaining weight worked out for you, but as soon as it was inconvenient, you went ahead and lost it. And don't get me wrong, I've lost a lot of weight this year, and I'm hoping to lose a lot more, but sorry, the brain fog is a bitch. My point is, I'm not going around telling people I gained weight because it was an advantage to my career or for whatever reason it was beneficial to me, because it wasn't. I gained weight when I was trying to cope with basically being overwhelmed during COVID, where we were seeing like 300 patients a day and it was just horrible. So I used food as comfort and as a way to deal with the stress. I just pretty much ate my feelings. I don't find humor in that. My size is not a joke. Am I a funny person in real life? Yes. Is it because I'm heavy? No. Am I making money off of it or profiting in any kind of way? No. When I lost a bunch of weight, did I shit on other heavy people? No. So, Rebel Wilson, I'm glad that you were able to use your weight to gain good roles, become a heavy-set role model, so that you could afford all the things that helped you lose the weight and then shit on fat people. You suck.
So I think I'm pretty good at understanding where people are coming from and recognizing their points of view, but it took me 3 watches through this video to even kinda get what she was saying. What I got from this video is that she's mad Rebel was able to profit off of being fat, and this woman wasn't. Which is a strange thing to be mad about. Only about 1 in a million people can find a way to profit off of being fat, so being mad at Rebel for making money off of being fat is like getting mad at someone for winning the lottery. It's just jealousy. To which I say, I hope you find a way to cope with those feelings, because there will always be people that are luckier than you, and you can't go out of your way to complain about all of them.
To become more famous, Rebel Wilson gained weight. I just saw a video from Fat Tats on here, and I honestly really wanted it to be not true. I really didn't want it to be true. But it is! She admitted it herself! In 2016, she said, "Oh, there's a girl getting a lot of laughs, a lot easier than me. What is it? How can I get more laughs? Maybe if I was a bit fatter." And suddenly I was fatter and doing comedy. So let me reiterate. She gained weight to become a comic, and she used fat tropes to advance her career when it was beneficial to her, and now, when it's no longer beneficial, she's losing weight under the guise of health. Are you joking? This is what I mean when I say I am very cautious when fat people become thin, because of exactly stuff like this. She gained weight so she could capitalize off of these fat tropes that have consistently been used to dehumanize fat people for decades. I like genuinely have no words as to how disgusting that is. To gain weight, to be that acceptable fat person that is there only for comic relief, to make fun of your body, and so thin people can make fun of you. I cannot believe this.
Actually, no. You know what? I can, because this makes complete and utter sense. Thin people don't view fat people as human. She literally put on this costume of fatness so that she could make money, she could make a career, and now, under the guise of being healthy, she turns her back. This is why I do not trust fat people who become thin. This is why. I am, like, this is really and I'm so upset. Sorry, I was literally like shaking with anger. I'm better now. As a fat person, I need people to understand that being fat does not make you less of a person. We are not caricatures. We are not the stereotype that you think we are. I don't understand how y'all can see why stereotypes are problematic for every other group except fat people. It is still so embedded in the mainstream to make jokes about people's bodies. It doesn't matter who it is. Stop doing that. Stop making fatness the butt of your jokes, because first of all, they're unoriginal and unfunny. Second of all, fat people exist, so those jokes actually impact the way that people treat us and disrespect us. They're not funny.
To start out, Rebel Wilson was always overweight from what I can tell. She may have gained more for her career, but she was never skinny to begin with. You can be outraged at Rebel taking roles as the funny fat friend, but those roles were going to be filled by some fat person no matter what. She didn't write these roles, she just acted in them. Someone was going to take the role regardless, and it just happened to be her. And you can argue that fat tropes are dehumanizing, but that doesn't mean that all, or even most thin people see fat people as less human. And some people actually do find portrayals of fat stereotypes funny. And why does health have to be a guise for weight loss? Maybe Rebel really did want to be healthier? And to end, there is nothing in what Rebel Wilson said, did, or even implied that said she or anyone else thinks you are less worthy as a person for being fat. I think you just made that up to try to assure yourself that it makes sense to be outraged over someone else's body and choice.